God of War is coming to PC. Finally. Now Sony, just do us a favor and please release Ghost of Tsushima. I really want to play that game because, as an Assassin's Creed fan, that's right up my alley. And well, this has sparked up a huge conversation. There have been people on all sides who are trolling each other, just being mean, being idiotic. Now, that's just internet in a nutshell, but this time I am kind of pissed off, if you will. And that's what this video is about. This video is not about the fact that God of War is coming to PC. We kind of knew it was going to come to PC. But the thing is, the absolute amount of stupidity that is following this announcement, that is something that I want to address. And this video is that. So, exclusives are dead. Well, not quite. But God of War coming to PC is a huge landmark. Now, a lot of Sony fanboys have been saying that, hey, it's a 4-year-old game. They're only releasing on PC, so, they can drum up some hype for the upcoming God of War Ragnarok. You are not wrong. That is right. But there is more to it. The very fact that God of War, the cherished baby of PlayStation is coming to PC means that they're maybe finally considering PC as a viable alternative. Just like Microsoft did a few years ago. Like if you look at Microsoft right now, I know, for a Sony fanboy, Xbox, no, Xbox sucks and all that. But please, just bear with me for a second. Look at Xbox. If you look at the program that they currently have, every single first-party Microsoft title comes to PC on day one. So by doing that, what did Microsoft actually achieve? By having the Game Pass on PC as well, what did Microsoft actually achieve? Now, you might not know this, or actually you should know this because it's a very common thing. The way these consoles are designed, they are packing so much performance in such an affordable price range. They have to sometimes sell their consoles at a very low profit margin or sometimes maybe even at a loss. It has happened in the past. It may be even happening for this generation. I'm not completely sure, but I think it is. And when you look at that, and when you look at what Microsoft did, essentially, they are always going to sell consoles because not everyone is going to buy a PC. Because not everyone can, get that expensive PC that can match the performance of this new generation of consoles. And more importantly, PC gaming has a lot of issues. Like in a console, I don't think you guys have to worry about drivers. I don't think you guys have to worry about random driver incompatibilities. Guys don't have to worry about random pieces of software messing up your game performance. But we have to. I have been facing this shit for my entire life, for the entire time I have been gaming. It's a challenge in itself. It's a fun challenge in itself. Sometimes, solving that problem feels really nice. But it gets frustrating. So if you just want to boot up and play a game, if all you care about is just playing your favorite games, then yes, go for a console. That's the best deal you can possibly get. A PC for gaming is not a good deal, especially not now. Especially after the random shit that has been going on in the PC community for the last 2 years with the extraordinary prices of the hardware that we have seen. And with Nvidia and AMD essentially scalping the consumers directly by themselves, now is not a good time to get into PC gaming. So yeah, that is the reason why you should get a console. So the people who are saying that, why should I get a PlayStation? Because eventually these games are going to be on PC. Well, A, you're kind of going to have to wait a little bit. And B, that's not why you should get a console. This is why you should get a console. Because they are genuinely giving you a good deal. Something that PC right now isn't. And now I'll get to the next point, which is a lot of people have been saying, Sony is just doing this for the hype. Yes, they are doing this. Because by doing this, a lot of players will play this on PC. Even me, I will be hyped. Hey, I kind of want to play God of War Ragnarok. Maybe I will get a PlayStation 5 console. It's in my plans to get a PlayStation 5 console. Maybe then I'll buy Ragnarok. That will drive up their sales. That is correct. But you know what else will drive up their sales? If they just release that game on PC. Because the people who are getting the consoles, as I've just mentioned, the people who are getting the consoles will buy it on a console. But the people who have a PC, who have spent that much on a PC, don't tell them to once again spend that amount of price on a PlayStation. Maybe they don't want to. And hell, I don't think even Sony wants them to. Sony would much rather, get all of the money from those consumers without selling them a console at a loss. It's a good deal for Sony, because the reason why I'm saying that it's a good deal for Sony, because it has proven to be a good deal for Microsoft. Microsoft has been doing this for years now, and they have been successful with it. And this new string of releases that Sony is going to, where they released Horizon Zero Dawn, they released Days Gone, now they're releasing God of War, and Uncharted 4 is also rumored, and also other games are rumored as well. With all of this that is happening currently, it feels like Sony is also realizing that by releasing their games on PC, it doesn't really make a difference on the console market. Their games are still going to play on a PlayStation, not on an Xbox, and same goes for Xbox exclusives. So by releasing the games on PC, Sony is not doing a disservice to anyone. Sony is making sure that everyone can play the game. Sony is making sure that they earn more money. It's a win-win situation for everyone. If you are someone who is right now sitting and thinking, oh, but I don't have an exclusive access to my game anymore because I bought a PlayStation and I expect that I'm the only one that can play God of War. Please listen to this and please try to understand what I'm saying, because it is important. What I want you to understand more than anything else is that that piece of plastic box that's sitting on your desk or in your cabinet somewhere, that is not what makes you special. None of us are special. We are human beings. How much better or worse can we possibly be? What we are is not determined by a piece of hardware. And if you are placing that much value on a box, and if you're placing that much value of your identity on the fact that you are getting an exclusive access to a game, then you seriously need to reconsider your life choices. You seriously need to reconsider your mindset. And I'm serious about this. I didn't mean to go on a rant there towards the end, but I have seen so many people saying so many dumb stuff that it just pisses me off to no extent. And I just wanted to clear the air, so to speak. Well, so what do I think of this move in general? I feel like this is a really good move from Sony. I really hope they can continue doing this, and I really hope they can get more games on PC so that we can enjoy those games. And we can join in appreciating the great games that they do make. Because I played Horizon Zero Dawn and I loved it. And I've heard from people that God of War is one of the best games that they have played. So I really want to know what all the fuss is about. So yeah. So please, if you're someone who is currently feeling betrayed by Sony because they're releasing the game on PC, don't. There are reasons why a console is relevant. And there is a reason why a PC is relevant. Try to understand that everyone else has a different choice to make. Everyone has a different choice in mind. Everyone has different circumstances. Not everyone is going to make the same choice as you. And no one should feel bad about their choices. Because at the end of the day, their choices depends on what circumstances they're in. Maybe you bought a PlayStation because you have been in that console gen family for a long time. I want to buy it because I kind of feel like the controller is really cool, and I feel like, in terms of the hardware, it's nice. And also it will really complement because I have my PC already, and as I just said, I don't need an Xbox console to play Microsoft games because they are doing right by us. So yeah, overall, it's a good move altogether. Alright guys, that brings about the end of this video. And if you liked it, then consider pressing that like button. If you didn't like it, well, the dislike button is right next to it. But I would rather you not press that dislike button. I would rather you press a button that is slightly below it, which is the subscribe button. Now, I have 283 subscribers. One of my video has sort of taken off. Like, when I say taken off, I'm not saying it lightly. Literally, the graph was like this, and it's now whoosh. So, yeah, it literally took off. So, yeah, right now the channel is doing well, but I still would like for you guys to subscribe to my channel. And I also make other content. So if you're not sure, then go visit my channel and look at the other content that I do make. And if you do like all the content that I make, then a subscription would be really nice. And all that said, I would stop wasting your time about this, and I will leave you guys in peace.